On your desktop, open ROLAND VERSAWORKS. This controls all ROLAND printers. When it opens, you will notice two printers shown on the left side. The top one is the big blue ROLAND printer. The second one is the small flatbed printer in the corner. Click on the printer you want to work on. Each printer has 5 queues, A to E. Each queue works the same way. We have 5 in case one fills up. You can just move to the next one. Select the printer you want to work on, then go up to File and add Job to Queue A. Find your file. Must be saved as a PDF or EPS. The file will be added to the bottom of the queue, and a small preview will be shown up the top. Either double-click on the file name, double-click on the preview, or hit the Settings button in the bottom left to open the next step. This is the Settings window. You have many options and many tabs, but you will use very few. This first tab on the left is your Layout tab. This is your main tab, and like your home page, always come back here after you've changed a setting to make sure it's applied. Here, you can rotate, you can change copies, you can resize, and you can get your media width, just like on a plotter. This is where most of your work will happen. Up in the top right, you have your Zoom and View tools. Now, let's go down to the next tab, the Quality tab. In here, you choose your media type and your print quality. Media types, or profiles, are kept quite simple on the ROLAND printers, as they are going to be the first printers you use. You will notice you have many more options for profiles when you move to the HP latex printer. That is all you will do in here, for standard prints. We will come back here and change some other settings when printing with white or gloss on the flatbed. The other options all relate to maintenance and calibrations. Let's go to the next tab, Color Level Adjustments. These are your color adjustments. These are the same on all printers. If you notice your print is printing out with an undertone of one particular color, you can come in here and add more of the opposite color to counteract it. This tab is one you will never use. Any special spot colors or Pantone colors will display in it for noting. You will also very rarely use that color adjustment tab. The next tab, Marks, is an important one. Here, you can add margin or trim marks around your artwork. You may have seen this before. They are types of crop marks around your artwork, showing you where to trim to. Always choose one of these, margin or trim. Either option is fine, personal preference. When you are making stickers, something that is printed and then plotted out, you have to have this crop marks print and cut alignment box ticked. If you don't, the inbuilt plotter will not know where to cut. This prints black registration dots around your artwork for the laser to read and position the cut file. The rest of the stuff in this tab will again not be used by you. Ignore it and move to the next tab. This tab is our printer controls. You will do two things in here. Add dry time for stickers and do overprints for light boxes. When printing light boxes, you want to have two overprints. This lays down twice the amount of ink, so that when your print is illuminated, the colors still look punchy and bright. If you don't do this, your colors will be washed out. Tick the Use Custom Settings box and choose 2 times. When you are making stickers that are printed and then plotted, you need to add extra dry time. Under Other Controls, change Default Media Settings to Custom Settings. Add 10 minutes dry time. This allows the machine to print your file, sit under the heaters to properly cure, and then will cut it for you. If you don't turn this on, you run the risk of pulling wet or drying ink back into the printer and smearing your prints. The next tab is our cutting settings. Here, all you will do is change the top drop-down menu. Down the bottom, you will see plotter settings. Ignore these. We set those on the machine by clicking Function, then Cut Controls, then turning up or down the force. Whatever we do on the machine overrides the software. Cutting lines display like this red, moving line. You will hear people call this the dancing ants. If you can't see the dancing ants, your cut contour spot color has not worked and you need to resave your artwork. The machine only knows where to cut, where a cut contour spot color is added. Up the top, you can choose to print only, to cut only, or print and cut. When making stickers, you will choose Print and Cut. This drop-down is all you will do on this tab. This next tab is another that you will never use. You can choose to apply all of the settings and save your file somewhere. This can also be done from the queue, back on VersaWorks. Your next tab is Clip and Tile. This one is used often, and is used for cropping your artwork, and also for adding tiles, or drops, to your artwork, such as wall prints. To crop, pull in from the very edge. Your cropped out area will turn gray. Preview this, back in the Layout tab. To do tiles, also pull in from the edge, but slightly in from the edge. This will generate a blue line, and won't turn anything else gray. Put this blue line where you want to split your artwork. Preview your splits, or tiles, in the Layout tab. To reset, and get rid of tiles, click on Number of Tiles and change to 1 and 1. In this same area, you can also split into even tiles. To add overlaps, or bleed, onto any of your tiles, click the drop-down under Overlaps. Choose Top Left. Enter how big you want your overlap to be. Your overlaps will be shown as a black dotted line, near your blue tile lines. And the final tab is yet another one that you will never use. So, in summary, you will use the below areas on a regular basis. Layout, for all things sizing, position, rotations, and to check settings have applied. Quality, for choosing media profile and quality. Marks, for margin or trim marks, and print and cut alignment crop marks. Printer controls, to add extra dry time and overprints. Cutting, to change between print and cut, print only or cut only. And Clip and Tile, for all things cropping, tiling, and overlaps. Click OK to close the settings area. Open the same file, and this time change the media type to generic with special effects. At the bottom of the queue, you have some buttons. RIP applies all of these settings, and leave it in the queue, ready for you to print at your leisure. USB must be in computer during ripping. Print rips the file, then send to the printer immediately. Nest select multiple files, and put in a nest to print together at the same time. Save the file with all the settings to take to another location and print. Stop to stop machine. You can also hit pause on the machine, then enter to stop prints. Clear deletes everything in queue. Delete deletes individual files. We are going to hit print. This will rip the file for us, then send to the printer immediately. This bottom bar is the ripping progress. USB must be in during this process. USB can be taken out once printing starts. Now, for those few extra steps we mentioned, for use on a flatbed printer only, when printing white or gloss. For flatbed printing, you can ditch a lot of the steps. You do not need extra dry time, over prints, marks, crop marks, print and cut, or tiles. You do however need to change to specific media profiles, and change the order things are printed. Import your file to the flatbed printer, in VersaWorks, and meet me in your settings area. On the Layout tab, hit Get Media Width. Move to the next tab. Under Media Type, first, choose Generic. First we will print your white and your color. Then, in a separate process, we will later add your gloss. Choose Generic now. In the Mode drop-down menu, choose White then CMYK. This will tell the printer to print your white shape first, then your color on top. Change to high quality. Make sure this doesn't change your mode. If it does, just change it back to white to CMYK. That is all. Hit OK, and hit Print. Printer will now start printing your white and your colored print. Once this is done, hit Enter to clear the finished print message on the printer, but do not move the template or knife. Leave it where it is, and return the VersaWorks to now send your clear gloss 3D effect. After printing, open that same file in Settings again. This time, change the media type to Special Effects. In the Mode drop-down, choose Gloss Varnish. You will be given a blue preview of your gloss varnish. If this looks OK, hit OK, and then print. Machine will start printing the clear gloss over your white and colored print. A common issue people have is they try to print and get an error on the machine that says cancelled for height. To fix this, clear the error by restarting the machine. Then, click and hold the Setup button until it says Setup Machine. Hit Enter. The first screen will say a height. This is the height that we found during your auto detection. Manual lower this by 3 mm by using the button that says Down, not the down arrow. Hit Enter. Hit Enter again when you get to the Scan and Feed screen. These are your saved settings from earlier. Hit Enter again when you get to the Width and Length screen. These are your saved settings from earlier. Resend your print files now, and it should work.